So with the Alec Baldwin stuff, I just heard that there's another witness that was on the movie
I have
shoot.
not been following this one bit, so I have no clue what's going on.
Okay, so basically Alec Baldwin on the set of the movie Rust, it was like a smaller budget, and he was actually an executive producer, so he was kind of running a lot of the things too, so there's even more culpability for him on that.
Yeah, so I know what happened, but so are they, like, what's been revealed? Are they finding that the person that was supposed to be checking the weapon didn't do their job?
Well, the armorer, who was a little blue hair, purple hair, a little idiot, she was new to her job. She was pretty much new. They said she was a professional, but obviously not. And so I think what had happened is the prop gun, which it's not a prop gun because a prop gun is something that isn't fireable. It was an actual real gun, but it was an older like revolver because I think the time of the movie takes place like in the old West kind of thing or whatever. So
1980s.
Yeah, exactly. The Wild Wild West.
I mean, that was Temecula in the 80s.
Yeah, kind of. So I think what had happened it was loaded with a live round. And because what they were doing, what I've heard is they were taking it like target practice with that same gun. It's like, are you kidding? Like, or
yeah,
you didn't
I'm
check
not even
it?
understanding why there was live ammo even on set.
Exactly, that's what a lot of people are saying. So, so basically, what happened is the director of photography, I think, she was killed. I forgot her actual name. I feel horrible for that, but she was shot and killed, and then it went through her, and then actually shot and injured the director. I don't know if he's.
So the scene that this happened during,
Yeah.
so I take it then the way they were filming that he wasn't actually aiming it at another actor. So that's
He was
why
aiming it at the camera.
Okay,
Like,
and
or
that's
basically,
why
you know,
it went
yeah.
behind. Okay,
Exactly, and so, or that's what I'm gathering from it.
Damn, could you imagine? Like,
Yeah, and the ridiculous thing is too, if you go through Alec Baldwin's old tweets and all this stuff, he's obviously very liberal.
Anti-gun.
Yeah, exactly. He was the one who played Trump on Saturday Night Live and made him like, yeah, it was extra. It was good for a second, but it's like it gets old after a second. It's like, dude, you're not funny. Also, it's on Saturday Night Live, so it's not funny anymore.
it's like having a brown paper bag play Biden. Is that what you're saying?
Diaper.
Oh.
And
Come on, man.
So yeah, so a lot of his tweets are like, yeah, you should, understand about, gun safety and blah, blah, blah. That aged well. And so,
Oh, these were like his past.
yes.
Bro.
Yeah, exactly.
You didn't even check the weapons on your set.
Them words. And so, which I'm completely okay with because I think he's a fucking trash bag. But he's an okay actor. And there's some cool roles, but he's a trash bag. And so there are live rounds, obviously, and then there are blanks, which still have like gunpowder in them, I believe, and so it still makes the bang, it still makes the effect of it, but there's no projectile.
Oh, okay.
And then I believe that there's another type of bullet also that is sometimes used on movie sets where like it's the look of it, so you can, if you're shooting a scene with a bunch of bullets, it still has the end of the bullet that looks like it, but there's no gunpowder in it. So there's a lot of different,
Like just the shell?
just the actual bullet part. Then there's like the shell and then the bullet, but no gunpowder in the actual shell because that's what propels it. It's like the firing pin hits the back of the bullet, the gunpowder makes it explode out of the barrel. So that's kind of another situation that happened like that with Brandon Lee and The Crow back in the day because he died on set. And basically what had happened with that is I think because there was I don't want to speak on that because I know it was a kind of a crazy situation with that too, but it was different than this one, but still in the same realm. But what I heard is that the scene that one of the writers on the set or writers on the movie said that in that scene he wasn't even supposed to fire the gun, so it was like an improvised thing, and then he shot someone. So like, ugh.
Oh, on this, not on the Brandon Lee thing.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. So even more sucks. Like
he probably got really into the role and was like, yeah.
He said something too before it, like saying something. Well, what if I just shot you? Kind of like a comment, something in the realm of that. Like so, it's not looking good.
So any beef between him and the person he shot? Yeah.
I've heard some things. It's the internet, so not everything's going to be true.
Oh yeah,
obviously.
the rumor mill's flying right now.
Exactly. Just like going back to the Rittenhouse thing, there are so many people right now that have watched the trial or watched a bunch of stuff that were like, I honestly didn't know it was white people that he shot. I thought
that's what I said.
Yeah, and
not trying to sound racist or anything, but I just assumed
Black Lives Matter rallies
because of people rioting because of the dude that was paralyzed. I assumed.
Yeah, and because the mainstream media, or what a lot of people are just calling the corporate media now, because that's what it is, it's all bought and paid for, are trying to paint the narrative of him being a white nationalist or a white supremacist or a active shooter, all this bullshit. So, so there's only so much you can do to combat that. That's why I don't watch CNN. That's why I don't watch all the mainstream stuff. I barely watch Fox News. I'm a more conservative libertarian, so I'm gonna watch Fox News before anything else. But I watch Tim Pool. I watch Jimmy Dore, who's even super liberal, but he at least goes against all this shit media. So anyways, I could go on, for that, forever on that. But the Baldwin thing is kind of crazy, and a lot of stuff still coming out. And just like Rittenhouse happened August 25th of 2020. So we're not going to see a trial or anything come of it for a little while. Just that's how the process works. So all the things are starting to come out.
Yeah, but that's going to be interesting because, I mean, when you look at it from like surface level, then it looks like it's just an accident. Like someone didn't do their job.
Do their job. But then as stuff's going to come out, I have a feeling that we're going to hear some shit.
But what if it is just surface? I mean, like, what if that really is just it? How sad would that be? Like, if that individual who just didn't do their job well.
Bye.
Like, if they were dumb enough to actually use that gun as target practice for whatever reason to blow off steam during breaks or what, I don't know.
You're dealing with a potentially harmful, like you work in a very potentially dangerous job. You need to make sure you check all your shit, right?
Yeah.
Just like Binger holding the fucking gun.
Oh my God.
Right?
Bro.
And what's funny is I went back and I watched that reaction video that we did, and when I brought out the little BB gun that I have.
Yeah.
Pistol discipline. Finger was not on the trigger, and I didn't even, it wasn't even a thought, and I don't want to admit that, but it really wasn't even a thought because I was just demonstrating something. I wasn't, whatever, but the whole time my finger's like this. I didn't have it on the trigger. It was up on the side because that's trigger discipline. You make sure and I never pointed at you. I pointed it back up this way. Like I was trying to be safe with it, and I didn't get triggered. Shoot guns, the Baldwin thing, a lot more stuff has got to come out about it.
I'm curious to see what happens with that.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Thank you for watching a clip of the Till Death podcast. Make sure you click the subscribe button. It's right down here.
The minute you do, he's gonna be naked.
Watch.
Pervert.
Gotcha. I mean, I'll man spread a little bit for you. Oh, but before that, while you're looking, you know what? I don't want to take your attention away. Click the video. There or there. She's not going to man spread.
Or get naked.
Pervert.